Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me, English fighting legend, Amir Khan. He's Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red.
Not too many seats. And there's the bell for round 1. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Perfect punch. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dance right there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, what do we expect to see here in round 2? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good straight right hand. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Beautiful counter punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. As bad as... Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. The perfect counter lands. Good counter punching. A straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
The straight right just misses. So much for boxing. This is a fight. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Do you believe what we are seeing? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just... Time for the 5th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That left hook missed. Back and forth they go. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum. Let's start the sixth. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won this hands down.
Just as quickly as the action slows down and heats back up. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Both want a highlight reel knockout. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret. There's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Straight right just misses. Tried to score with the uppercut. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we know. Round 8, and we're off again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision.